Hey, it's Game Deco time again, and we are checking out Marathon 2. This is Marathon Classic, the sequel to the original Marathon game. And I'm doing this in part because, A, I'm curious about this game, and like I was talking about in the last one, I was, really wanting to give these a shot for a long time, and to find out that they are free on Steam is just so cool. But also, people were responding really well to my first marathon video. Oh, cool, little demo. That's cool. And people were responding so well to my first video that I wanted to give this one a shot, right now, basically, to see what it's like, because I really enjoyed that first one. I think it's really interesting, and for this one to come out basically a year later, it seems, from the dates, is just super interesting to me. Already, I think this interface is probably more my style, just because you get a larger screen to actually work with, but it's so interesting to me to see how this style of interface is somewhat similar to how like Halo ended up looking, like with how the map looks and how the gun looks. Definitely very interesting. We will get more into that in a few minutes, but yeah, people have been really enjoying my Marathon 1, classic video, and having some good discussions over there. And so yeah, this made me want to give this one a shot. So let's start a new game and see where it puts us. Obviously, I have not finished Marathon Classic 1 yet. And I have seen art for this for a long time. Oh, wow, we are just like in on doing this already. Okay. It's interesting. It actually controls maybe slightly worse than the last one. The other one was really touchy. Okay, can I jump? Wow, look at the map. Oh, that's cool. Oh, interesting. Is it doing that thing? Okay, so I mentioned in my last game video that I have a video that is upcoming of Killing Time. The resurrected version of it that, was kind of the re-release from a couple of years ago. That video is almost done, so keep an eye out for it, I guess, if that's your thing. But the way that this map works is the same way where you can, like, actually move through the entire world with the map itself, which is really crazy. Did my dudes, like, come through here already and kill everybody? That's wild. Oh, what is that sound? Are these portals, like teleportation portals, teleporting? Oh, hello. Okay, that feels good. I like that. Are these? No, they're not. Okay, maybe they're not. I don't know. They look like the portals, the teleporting portals in Halo 1 in particular. Wait, did we just go all the way around? Totally just went all the way around, huh? Ah, there's the door. Yeah, that's a room we haven't been in yet. So I don't know where we are in this. This just kind of started. Okay. But yeah, people have been really enjoying the other one and have had a lot of great comments about it. Okay. Sorry about the noise in the background. Water system broken down in Zone 6. Directive from Garrison Command. Planetary bombardment by hostiles orbiting in our captured ship has caused a major dysfunction in the water purification systems. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay, I guess I could have done that before reading the thing. Game saved. Okay. Interesting. It doesn't have the same kind of picture. Before it had the picture of your, like, human body. We don't have another gun yet. So are we planet side or are we on the ship still? Ooh. Okay. That's super ominous. I love it. What is that? Oh, wow. That's cool. that was a great lighting effect for that. I think my dude's already like killed everybody. What about turning on the lights? Oh, wow. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Okay, wait, so this is the Durandal. Welcome back. I've awakened you from stasis and teleported you down to a planet where I need some work done. You are on Lawan, the homeworld of the Set. I'm sure you're wondering why you were in stasis, what happened to the Marathon and Tau Ceti, and most of all, where your rocket launcher and fusion gun are. There'll be plenty of time for explanation later. That is the best like catch you up I've seen in a while. Wow. Also, I keep saying it, but like the evolution of these stories into what became Halo is super interesting to me. I really find it fascinating. And I'm someone who, like I talked about in the first video, I like adaptations of things. I think people should have way more freedom to make adaptations, and, you know, people who own IPs should have like 4 different people develop cool stories with the IP at the same time, you know, kind of stuff. I am not as restrictive of those things because I think that different voices telling similar stories or taking a character in a new direction or whatever, and sort of everything's canon and nothing's canon simultaneously, is kind of how I feel about a lot of stuff. So I don't mind the new Marathon. I don't mind that it's completely a different genre adaptation. I do think it has its own struggles, just like, you know, these games have their own struggles. Every game has their own struggles and their own limitations. So I'm not feeling like it is specifically a, you know, ruining of that IP, because you can't ruin something that already like existed. The existence of new Marathon doesn't ruin this Marathon that is free. People can still play it. It's great. These are just different adaptations. These are just different interpretations of things. And if you look at it from that perspective, I think it's a lot more of a generous read on how humans make creative projects. And I think it's more fun because you can then play with things a lot more. These are games in the end, right? And so how does this work as an extraction shooter versus how does this work as this like story-driven first-person shooter with, you know, sprite kind of, you know, designs? Those are 2 different interpretations of similar stories. So I'm not a terribly like upset person over how the new Marathon works and how it's very different. But it is, like I said, where I started kind of with this comment was seeing that evolution of this, like, hey, we woke you up from the stasis, you don't have your cool gun, is basically how Halo 1 starts. And I think how Halo 2 starts, if I remember correctly. I never played Halo 2 campaign nearly as much as I played Halo 1 or Halo 3. Okay, so I need to gain access to the 4 computer network on this planet. Your mission is to place 2 uplink chips at different locations in this complex. Be careful. I'm sure you've already recognized some of your old friends. You like the dudes? Okay, wow, look at that. On the map at the left, I've marked 2 places. Wow, that is hard to read, but okay. 2 places to install the uplink chips. When you arrive at each of the computer stations, I will transport a chip to you. Your suit has been modified to recharge at 4 power stations and you to use 4 uplink terminals to upload yourself into a pattern buffer on my ship. I have also marked off locations on the map. You should encounter little organized resistance because the 4 are preoccupied. Yeah, they've been like twiddling their thumbs, and that's kind of just more interesting at this point. I've been introducing them to the magic of orbital bombardment. Okay, rude on our part. Okay, let's see where we're supposed to go. So we turn the lights on now. That's good. Yeah, this is good. This feels good. I mean, like, I'm playing this with a controller. It was never meant to be specifically with a controller, I don't believe. Am I, like, able to, like, get out of here somehow? Can I leave? So the one thing about the map is that you can't scroll on this. Yes, it has, it's also like tank control, kind of, almost. Okay, that backs us up. Okay, forward. Okay, interesting. You still have to press A. I don't think in Killing Time's version of this, you actually have to press A. Now, can I just like jump down here? Yeah, okay. We back. Down here. Okay. Get me out of the water, gross. Water's icky. Okay, is that a secret? That can't be a secret, right? Uh-oh. Interesting. Where do I go? Where are my dudes? Did they all die? I don't think they died. I mean, I killed those aliens here. Okay. What if I... Okay, do I like have to like actually take notes or something on this game? Is this one of those kind of games? Or I have to draw that map out? Oh, okay, good. Okay, I feel like we went up there before. Let's go up here. Oh, hey, my dudes. Hey, my dudes. Okay. I think that the advancement of like things like their shouts and stuff like that, like it's been a year, right? This game has a better interface. One thing that I will incredibly give old Marathon, you know, Marathon 1 Classic over New Marathon. Like I said, I like both things. I just think that they're different than each other. The one thing I will very specifically give it over is that its menus are way better. I really, really do not like New Marathon's menus, and from the Steam comments I read, most people do not seem to like how the menus work. They find them very obtuse. I think that that could really do with an overhaul. Okay. Can I, like, jump? Because before I couldn't jump, but I could kind of do this weird wall run, which is basically what I just tried to do, but it didn't quite work. And by before, I mean in number 1 of this game. Nope. Okay. Well, let's see what's back here. Anything interesting? We did the 2 chips, so can I leave now? Ooh, ooh, assault rifle? Assault rifle. Yeah. Okay, and this has that grenade launcher. So we heard about this at the beginning of my first video. Or sorry, at the end of my first video of the beginning of the series. We heard about this weapon, but we didn't get to actually use it. It's amazing how the art looks so much like the assault rifle. And also the Covenant assault rifle. You know, the plasma rifle. Ooh, look at the lighting on that. That's cool. This is our source. I mean, obviously we don't have shadows for us because that's not how lighting works in these kinds of games at this point. How do I get up there? Can I push this? How do I switch weapons? Okay. Oh, that's a grenade. Okay, switching weapons is like this. I love the like whap, whap sound. So funny. Anything? Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Well, time to go back to the map, I guess. The interesting thing about this game, and like I said before, I've like played Killing Time, and I'm really excited for that video. I've actually played a good portion of Killing Time. I really liked that one. You know, at this point, I recorded it a little bit ago, but you know, by now, I have played a significant portion of it. And the thing that really strikes me in that game in particular, do I have to like go back to that other terminal where like the guy said stuff to me? No, now that I've done both chips, maybe. Okay. Game saved. Okay. Is how maze-like a lot of these games are. This one is, once again, very maze-like. The last one was a little bit more straightforward than this one, it seems. Okay. We did the cool lights and stuff. We did this. Ah, okay. 17 years have passed since the human colony on Tau Ceti was attacked, and you helped me capture the 4 scout ship. The Svat, which we freed during that battle, joined me, and together we have been searching the galactic core for their homeworld, Lawan. We finally found Lawan 16 hours ago and are searching for something, a weapon or piece of knowledge to use to stop the 4's conquest of the galaxy. Okay, hey, I'm feeling themes again. Over 1,000 years ago, Lawan was all but destroyed during the war in which the 4 enslaved the Svat. Oh, that's not good. So Svat people joined us, right? Okay. It is fitting that we should return here to look for a tool to use against them. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So I guess we beat level 1. That's cool. I'm happy about that. Felt good. I will admit I'm playing this on easy. I bet you could have guessed that because easy is for measly. Game saved. Oh, what? Oh, oh no. Oh, hi. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi. Hi. Wow. The whole gang's all here, I guess. Oh. Guys, jeez, I'm just trying. What are you? Oh, goodness. Okay, that's how regeneration works. Okay, I at first thought that thing was hurting me, and I'm like, oh, cool, a terminal that hurts you. That's good. Wow, look how deep this is. That's actually terrifying. Oh, God. What? This is cool. Oh, okay. You have breath. You have breath. You have breath. Okay, so this is their home world, and we're looking. It's cool that, like, you can aim up and down, especially because some of these earlier FPS games, like, obviously you couldn't aim up and down. Okay. It's interesting that you have, like, context jump, if that makes any sense. I mean, it doesn't quite even make sense to me, and I'm the one playing it. You can just kind of, like, run across gaps. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, in Killing Time, I've been playing that on the ROG Ally a lot. Oh, okay. Oh, you can't. Okay. Okay. Okay, these monsters definitely have like a I should call her kind of feeling to them. Okay, I think I got the stuff out of that room, and so that was probably what I had to do. Let's get back to the assault rifle. It's interesting that you cannot use the assault rifle underwater. It obviously makes sense, but it is still interesting. And that's a good detail, I think. This is awesome. This is really fun. I think that this one just maybe is a slightly more functional than the last one in terms of like modern systems and modern playability. But yeah, I'm gonna, I think, continue playing this for sure. Obviously, if you want more of it on the channel, let me know. Comment down below. And like with the last one, I mean, do you have any, good memories? Okay, did that do it? Okay, I think it did it. Do you have any like good memories of this one? Lots of people were talking about how they had really great memories of Marathon 1 and, playing it like during their lunch break, or, you know, with their friends, and having like rocket launcher battles and that kind of stuff. Very much what was a little bit later people's experiences with Halo, honestly. Which I just think is cool. I mean, to have like multiple generations of people have similar kinds of experiences, but like from like one organization making these games. I mean, I think that's really neat. And I'm sure there's people who are going to have that same kind of thing from New Marathon, which I think is beautiful. And I think that's a special way that, you know, people make memories for, you know, later that they can be excited about. Okay, so we've been here clearly. Oh, wait. This is where we started. Okay. Let's go down here, I guess. Gross. Okay. I don't understand why the four were here waiting for us. What interest could they have in this dead world? They must have found Tycho. Tycho? Tycho? Tycho. You remember Tycho, don't you? One of the 3 artificial intelligences on Marathon destroyed in the initial alien assault and then reanimated by the 4 cybernetic slaves, the SWAT compilers. 3 months after we left Tau Ceti, the 4 arrived in force and sacked the human colony there. During that battle, perhaps Tycho communicated with the 4 and related what he knew of my plans to them. Since they already knew where this world was, the 4 would have arrived long before us. I'm sending you exploring here. Find another computer and I'll bring you out. So is this like then basically supposed to be the AI from the first one? Or is it just another one? I mean, is this essentially your Cortana? So I need to find another computer. I guess that's the goal. Ironically, my like brain's waiting mode sound there, the blah 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 blah, is like actually part of the Halo theme. That's super funny. That just happened. It wasn't like a planned thing, okay? Brains just do be like that. Look at this place. This is awesome. Am I going to... Yeah, you like auto jump basically if you have enough speed. Okay. Yeah, those guys are very Sentinel-like, which I find is interesting. I mean, I'm not trying to say like they just redid it or something like that. I'm saying like these evolution of concepts is what's interesting. And then that's why I'm so interested in the new Marathon, because it's still evolution of concepts. I never played Destiny, as I kind of mentioned in my other videos, you know, surrounding Marathon. And so I don't have any at all experience with that. Okay. Yeah, look how maze-like this is. Because, like, if I'm here... Yeah, wow. And I don't think we've been in this hallway yet. Look at that. That's cool. Okay, this looks like a place where aliens could fight me. What is that? What is that? Okay. Sure. I'll just take that and then jump into the pool. Yeah, I assumed I would get to go back down. Yeah, it's interesting to see the kind of earlier version of like a shield health system. And then I guess being underwater there takes away some of your health over time. Okay, that's opening up. These environments are awesome. And like, yeah, I've said it before, but like I've never really played Doom. I've watched other people play Doom or like other versions of Doom, you know, like the N64 one and stuff. I've watched some of that, but like it's never been quite my thing. It's a little bit too movement shooter, boomer shooter for me. Definitely have a propensity with that kind of thing to get a little motion sick. Yeah, so like movement shooter, boomer shooters are not my thing. Boomer shooters, especially ones that are just calling themselves boomer shooters but end up being a little bit more of a movement boomer shooter. Yeah, definitely not my thing. Perfectly fine for other people. No, you know, hard feelings there. Some games are just not your thing. Where am I supposed to go? And don't make me look at my map. Wow, this is so hard to navigate. Killing ×1 is definitely really much easier to actually navigate. The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. That's actually what I call Amazon. Okay, so it's almost like these pillars have something to do with autumn. No, just kidding. That was silly. Oh, hello. I want to come over here. Monster that looks like something that would get censored on YouTube because everybody, you know, YouTube censors stuff that is just, you know, biological and anatomy for no reason. Literally last time we had a whole discussion about the monster design of the Flasher alien. And this time there's a alien that looks very anatomical, but with teeth. Okay, where am I supposed to go? First level was a little less confusing, y'all. If we can find the computer, we can have the LAN party. Oh, hello. Okay. I bet that that's the computer. That is the progress computer. Okay. Ooh, is this a new gun? A Zeus class fusion pistol. My SWAT have disassembled the weapons and ammunition you brought with you from Tau Ceti. They are attempting to mass produce small arms and ammunition based on those weapons, both for you and the humans aboard my ship. The pistol and assault rifle you're using now are the first results of their efforts, although I realize that they are inadequate substitutes for the heavier weapons we deprived you of. The SWAT are working hard on the fusion pistol now, and I will transport it to you as soon as it is ready. You'll need it when you begin fighting the Armored 4 hunters. There's hunters? Oh, cool. Wow, look at that place. Okay, I just want to just take a peek here. Okay, there's an enemy that's dead down there already. Look at this space. Okay, the SWAT, are those the like little puppy dog butt looking things there? The SWAT have preserved a myth throughout their long period of slavery about a lost clan of their race which abandoned Lawan before the four invaded. The 10 clans which stayed were destroyed or disbanded after the SWAT were conquered. The survivors scattered as slaves throughout the Four Empire. If this mythical 11th clan survived, then it has had 1,000 years to grow and learn since leaving Lawan. My SWAT believe that there is a way to contact them somewhere on the planet, and that is what we are searching for. SWAT rebellion against the tyranny of the Four will certainly fail unless the lost clan is located. Explore the area and return here. Yeah, like, I like how, like, it's bordering on, like, techno Egypt vibes, like the way all these look is like both computer chips and like carved hieroglyphics. I mean, this looks really hieroglyphic like. That's so cool. This is really, really awesome so far. Okay, nobody told me also that these monsters that are very anatomical also have legs for days. This monster is somebody's very special friend. Oh, what are you? That was cool. I'm really just looking for a computer terminal to save at, but the big stomping explosion sound that is somehow both stomping and explosive sounding does not lead me to think that this area is very safe for me. And a save spot. So that was a quick, really fun look at Marathon 2. I think that the improvements that this game made over Marathon 1 definitely are something you can feel, but I still really like Marathon 1, and I like Marathon 2, and for what it is, I like, you know, the new Marathon. They're all separate things. They're all, you know, iterations on ideas, and I think that that is really fun. The actual like controls of this one are just a little bit smoother. I like the screen real estate a lot more, so it just works a little bit better in terms of like playing it, especially on modern systems. But yeah, cool enemies, really cool spaces and environments. I had a lot of fun with this one. If you want to see more of it, please do tell me in the comments down below, because this was awesome, and it's amazing that this game is just available for free with the ability to play it on modern systems and not have to do a whole bunch of like modding or convoluted system settings. Like, this was plug and play with an Xbox controller on a 2026 computer with a game that is literally 31 years old. That's just kind of unheard of. I've been trying to set up Unreal Tournament 2004 recently, and that does not have nearly the same, you know, plug and play ability. And I am sure that there is a lot of licensing aspects to that that, you know, are part of why that has the challenges. So to have this be available 31 years later, and Marathon Classic 1 32 years later, is just mind-blowing and awesome. And since they are free, I would definitely say go check these out, especially if you're somebody who plays with a controller. They're completely accessible in that manner. And just a small shout out to all the Bungie people for making cool things for multiple generations of people across like 30 years. That's awesome. If you liked this video in particular, please do give it a like, because that really helps me with the YouTube algorithm and reaching other people who also like these kinds of casual gameplay videos that have some thoughtful discussion around the art and function of video games and how they come together to tell stories. And in this case, stories over like a 30-year period. If you want to see more casual gameplay videos like this one, you know, and I play games that are spanning a wide range of genres, and are all the way from solo dev indie games to AAA games, old, obviously, and new games. I just am trying to expand, you know, the kinds of games that I play and like and try out. If you want to see more of that, please do consider subscribing. I'd love to have you join the channel. I'm trying to reach a couple hundred subscribers. If you want to support the Game Deco show, you can join my Patreon at patreon.com/GameDeco. And as always, I will have a link to this down in the video's description. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, take care of people around you, and I will see you in the next Game Deco.